Hi, I'm Paul Forsman. I'm with Design Basics, and we're going to talk a little bit about Fine Line Homes' woman-centric approach to home building. Fine Line Homes is the exclusive woman-centric builder throughout most of Pennsylvania and into southern New York. The Fine Line staff has done a great job of doing everything they can to take the home buying and building experience from stressful to delightful. Our research among women homebuyers taught us that there are four primary lenses when they're looking at how the home lives. And the first of those is entertaining. We're designing kitchens more as entertaining spaces because everybody just seems to end up in the kitchen when you are having friends and family in. What can we do to make the trip from the kitchen to the eating areas as few steps as possible? That's just a natural element of entertaining. When we look at de-stressing areas of the home, a great example is in the owner's suite bathroom. Our research discovered that 78% of American adults don't take baths. While they really thought they wanted a tub, they just don't give themselves permission to use it very often. We've become a little bit more practically oriented, and every day we would, even if we only have 5 or 10 minutes, we would be so glad to opt for that deluxe shower system. Closets are dust havens. There's just no other way to put it. Because closets just don't get vacuumed as often, Fine Line Homes models all have the ventilated shelving, and that allows air currents to move through and between and among clothes, which is a healthier option in terms of closet configuration. Flex spaces are absolutely golden, especially for people on the go. Where do you keep projects in progress? What if you're into scrapbooking? And where do you keep those types of supplies? Where do you get away and just get to be you? The livability at a glance approach, those four lenses that women use in looking at the home and its livability, inspired us to actually color code the floor plans. We use green to designate those areas for flexible living. Yellow, the entertaining areas in the home. Blue, de-stressing areas or aspects of the home. And then orange points out those storage and organization areas. And it's like a light bulb went off. The feedback was almost instantaneous. Wow, now this I can understand. It's easier to mentally envision living in the home with the color-coded floor plans. And in fact, there's another quiz on the Fine Line Homes website, Livability at a Glance, that'll help you identify what your primary lens is. What makes a woman-centric home design? You know, some of the earliest research we did identified that there's a real weakness in coming into the home through that door leading into the home from the garage. It became a typical place just to put the laundry because it was convenient. Yet the research shows women's blood pressure actually goes up when they get home after a long day as she enters into her second job. And there it is, she's reminded by piles of laundry waiting to be put away, or maybe that haven't even been washed yet. You know, we can do better than that. If that is our primary entrance into the home, we've redubbed that space the rear foyer. When I come home after a long day at work and I've got my computer, it's got my laptop in it, I've got my cell phone, I've got things I need to recharge. Also in my hands, I might have a gallon of milk, I probably got the mail, I got my car keys, everything that used to end up on the kitchen island, kitchen counters, kitchen table. There's a better solution. And at Fine Line Homes, it's called a drop zone. We can declutter the kitchen by having that drop zone in the rear foyer transition space as you come in from the garage. It's just a natural place for that type of an amenity. We did a focus group of moms of elementary age school kids, and we found out that nothing was more stressful than getting the entire family out the door on time in the morning with everything. Yet the kids knew how to use lockers. They had them at school. So if we put lockers in this rear foyer transition, now the kids know where to find their books and their backpacks and their science project and their gym clothes and their lunch money, all that stuff. It's not 7:15 in the morning, Mom, Dad, have you seen my? No, it's in the locker. We can kind of de-stress the family morning time, getting everybody out the door on time in the morning. It's kind of the same thought behind shared bathrooms. You know, the hall bath that the kids are going to use, a lot of the plans that Fine Line Homes has offer a shared bathroom that's compartmented. In other words, the vanity or maybe double sinks is on one side and the tub showers on the other side. We could reduce sibling conflict by having that type of bathroom design. For families with pets, the pets are full-fledged family members. I live on a recreational lake. My dogs love to run that lake, but I tell you what, when they come home, you better have a way to wash them off. And when it's freezing cold outside, they're not going to stand underneath that cold water. So having a pet center, maybe with a pet shower, maybe there's kennel storage there, dog food storage, that type of thing. It's a wonderful element of making a home that revolves around how the family lives. So many Americans are working from home now. You know, it might be like me, and I occasionally bring work home because I got a couple hours worth of work I didn't get finished at the office, or maybe I have a home-based business that I'm operating out of my home. But people need options for working from home, and a lot of Fine Line's plans have home office spaces or dens or a newer amenity that we refer to as a pocket office. It's a wonderful solution to working from home without necessarily using all of the square footage that might be occupied by the traditional home office. Bigger and bigger kitchen pantries are in demand, and we need to answer that demand. And I'm proud to say a lot of the plans that we've worked on in Fine Line Homes have wonderful pantries to really handle that type of storage and organization. It's a godsend when you're preparing for large family gatherings or just trying to find a place to put the KitchenAid mixer and the crock pot and the George Foreman grill, you know, all those small appliances. We need a place for those things. We need places for our kids' stuff. And when you see a nice 4, 5, 6 foot closet in a secondary bedroom, you know that storage and organization was a priority. Just like linen closets. I've seen some little tiny linen closets that builders have thrown in just to say they had a linen closet in the home. But when you look at some of these plans that we've got with Fine Line, you can tell that somebody took and really prioritized storage and organization in the home. There were a lot of negative comments toward, little laundry closets or little tiny laundry rooms. They need to be large enough so that some of the dirty laundry has a place to accumulate until we get it washed. We need a little bit of storage in there for, laundry detergents and fabric softeners. We need hanging in the laundry rooms for a few things that we want to have dry naturally. If we can get a laundry room sink in there for the delicates, that's a wonderful thing. And a folding counter, so that we don't necessarily have to carry everything into a bedroom and fold it on the bed. We've gotten a lot of great feedback on a couple other new amenities from the marketplace. The travel center is an area typically in the owner's suite closet. Where do you keep the suitcase? I travel often enough, my wife has a rule. We're not going to be loading or packing the suitcase on that clean bedspread. So having a place to store the suitcase and then pack the suitcase that doesn't require using the bed, I know where that suitcase has been, and I don't want to have to do it on the bedspread. Another great amenity is the data center, where we can house all of those electronics in a convenient location, oftentimes in the kitchen, because we still have a lot of kids, a lot of us parents doing work in and around the kitchen table, maybe around the family room. It just becomes a very convenient amenity and a place to locate such necessary electronics. It was important to Design Basics when we were looking for a builder to partner with in this marketplace in the woman-centric approach to home building, to find a builder that had a stellar reputation, a builder who was very savvy in the marketplace, an established builder who will be there for you tomorrow because they've been there for years. Fine Line Homes had been building homes since 1972. We knew that their customer satisfaction scores were among the best of any in the industry, and for Design Basics, that was very important to have that type of builder be representing the woman-centric concept. Your new Fine Line home should be something that you truly enjoy. Everywhere you look in your home, you should like what you see. From the experience that you get with Fine Line Homes, from the products and the options that are available to you in Fine Line Homes, from their uncanny, innate understanding of design, especially as it is influenced by the home buyer's personality, Fine Line Homes is a remarkable value and a great choice for today's home buyers. I hope you enjoy your visit to Fine Line Homes model home today. There are so many wonderful amenities that you're going to find in this home you just won't see in other builders' homes. And before you leave, be sure to let the housing consultant know what your favorite amenity in the home is. They'll be really interested in that.
It's